Looking for your favorite album from the past? First pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito. When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the Blue Building and the Blue Shrimp Boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
Hi, we're Harlingen Aussies, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
Hi, we're Brownsville Veterans, and thanks for watching Real Sports Live.
Inside a top-secret, highly classified government laboratory, an experimental killer virus has breached containment. You and your team have 60 minutes to find the antivirus. Book your adventure today at trappedrgv.com.
Hi fans, today's game is brought to you by New York Life. Best of luck to your team.
And I'm Danielle Goslin, and I'm a partner with New York Life Insurance Company. For over 170 years, New York Life has built a reputation of developing the most successful professionals in the industry.
We help to manage the process from day one and guide you on your way to success. If you're looking to challenge yourself and build an insurance and financial service business,
then we would like to show you how we can help.
Hacienda Ford. Hacienda has it. Has what? Low monthly payments, a friendly buying process, and customer service like no other. It's simply a different way. It's a car buying experience you'll enjoy. With a huge Ford selection like Ford F-150s, Mustangs, Explorers, Escapes, the Ford Raptor, and a whole bunch more, buying a new Ford should be fun, and that's why we do it. Come see the difference at Hacienda Ford.
Hacienda has it.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live for Game 2 of the doubleheader between the visitors Harlingen High and the host team Harlingen South. The Cardinals looking to sweep the Bird Bowl series. They're in the road uniforms, wearing the black uniforms with the red numberings with the white trimming and Harlingen written across the chest. The Hawks And the home whites. Vasquez shots off the side of the rim and no good. Jesus Fernandez will inbound the ball. 19-19, and like Rudy mentioned, it's a very low-scoring game, slow-paced defensive ball game. That turnaround is good. The Cardinals get on the board first. Ruben Gonzalez bucket. Ryan Rodriguez with the ball. Gets this one out to Reese Chamberlain. Back to Rodriguez. Rudy Rodriguez on the other side wearing the number 23. Brady Bennett inside. Along with Ryan Fenchner. Those are the starting five. Back out onto the court for Brian Molina's Harlingen South Hawks. On the court for the Cardinals is Mike Vasquez, Eric Ilantan, Ruben Gonzalez, Manny Gutierrez, and Jesus Fernandez. That's the starting five for the Cardinals. (21-21) now the score. And a quick timeout. Timeout on the floor. We're going to take a timeout up here. You're watching Rio Sports Live.
At HCISD, we move the needle forward every day.
We'll blaze a trail for future generations.
It's not just about equipping students with skills for the future. We awaken their potential and empower them to make good choices.
No matter where you're from or where you're headed, there's a place for you to flourish at 8.
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. Welcome back to the Bird Bowl. 21-all, and this game has been as tightly contested as you can draw up in your typical Bird Bowl. Both teams trying to stay in second place in District 32 6A. Ruben Gonzalez with a nice spin move. Give him a pair. 23-21 the score. Rodriguez outside. Venture for three. Bang! Hawks take the 1-point lead off the Venture three-pointer. Mike Vasquez with the ball now. Trying to drive it in. Nice move off the glass. Would have been an impressive shot there from Vasquez, but now back come the Hawks on the other end. Rodriguez with the rebound, kicks this one out to Fencher. He'll take a three. That one's just off the mark. You just see the entire student section just stand up when the three ball goes up. And again, this place can be rocking once those Hawks find their groove. 24-23, 6 minutes in the third quarter. .606 and counting. Fenchner with the ball, being guarded by Gonzalez. And Gutierrez looked as if he got fouled there, and some of the bigger names in Harlingen are still hanging around here for the second game of the night. Dr. Arturo Cavazos, shout out to him. He's out here watching the game. To his right, Eladio Jaimes. Talk about Santa Rosa's third favorite son, and Rudy. Eladio Jaimes is right up there as one of Harlingen's favorite sons, right next to Manny Gomez, head coach for the Harlingen Cardinals. Quilintan going to be directing the traffic. Cardinals trail by 1. Quilintan guarded by Rodriguez. High off the glass and good, and a nice move from Eric Quilintan. 25-24 in this seesaw battle here at Harlingen South. Rodriguez pushing the ball with the right hand. Chamberlain with a hop step. Count it, and the foul. And one. Student section likes that one. Chamberlain with a nice move to the bucket. Rudy's going to ask for some tape here. Rudy Zamaripa to my left. Free throw off the mark. Rudy's good to go. And now back come the Cardinals. That bucket is off the glass, no good. Cardinals hustling to the ball. Quilentan try to knock that one out on a hawk, but the Cardinals will maintain possession. They're going to try and not slow it down, but keep the tempo going. (26-25). 4:46 left in the third quarter. Gutierrez at the free throw line. Free throw off the front of the rim and no good. Everett will come into the ball game, and for the Hawks, Jordan Crenshaw coming in as well, along with Vasquez and Jesus Fernandez. Free throw, no good. Crenshaw with the rebound and the putback. Score is 27-26. Rodriguez with the ball. Hands it, tosses this one inside to Bennett, who works his way through. Basket doesn't go. Crenshaw with the rebound. Gives this one up to Mike Castillo, who's back in the ball game. Castillo to Quilentan, over to Crenshaw. His jumper is good. Jordan Crenshaw, 29-26. Talking to Coach Greg Yates earlier. Crenshaw referred to him as Pup back in his early days, his freshman, sophomore year. We'll talk more about Pup when we return. 29-26, 4:05 left in the third quarter. You're watching Real Sports Live.
SD.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live from Harlingen South in the Bird Bowl. Second game of the Twin Bill, 29-26. Road team on top. We were talking about Jordan Crenshaw before the break. He had an injury earlier this season. He was able to make his way back to the lineup, and one of those guys who's been around for some big games for the Cardinals, played for Coach Greg Yates, and then now for Clayton Creeders. Avery Hinojosa coming on by, and the Lady Cardinals still hanging out, watching the boys game. So Rodriguez's second free throw off the mark. It'll stay a 2-point game. And Rudy Rodriguez will hand the ball off to the official. It'll be Cardinal basketball. Ruben Gonzalez to inbound it to Quilentan, and here come the Cardinals, 3:42. And a much, as low scoring as it is, or as it has been, this game has gone, I feel the pace of this game has gone a lot quicker than the girls' game. Harlingen South falling to 6-3. Lady Cardinals with a 9-0 record. I'm talking more about Jordan Crenshaw. He's again, he's had himself a career, and early in his career, we a lot of the coaches figured he'd have an impact on this program, and was unable to dunk those first couple of years. And then when I seen him, I seen him during football season over at Bogus. I said, you trimmed down just a little bit. I've trimmed down a bit. I've gotten in better shape. And I said, but can you dunk, pup? And he's like, yes, I can dunk. I was like, all right, senior year, you can dunk. There we go. Crenshaw and Mike Vasquez, a couple of key pieces returning back from that team 2 years ago that saw the Cardinals finish as the 4th seed in 32-6A and go 3 deep. That was just a testament to how deep that district was and just how good that Harlingen team was with Jeremy Vasquez and Michael Ariano, who was a junior that year, and Rene Castillo. Just very, very good basketball team. They finished 4th in the district. They won their bi-district game against Edinburgh North, and they beat McAllen Memorial, and that was the game where the season kind of took a turn for the worst when they lost Ariano with a nice move from Manny Gutierrez. They win the game against McAllen Memorial on the road, but they lose Mike Ariano for the rest of the year with an ACL injury. And that really turned the tide for the Harlingen Cardinals. They meet Laredo Alexander in the next round at Corpus Christi Carroll. They lose by, I believe it was 5. Castillo has that ball knocked away by Rodriguez. The ball will stay with the Cardinals. They lose that game by 5, and you feel that if the Cardinals had their best player, who was a junior at the time, or arguably their best player at the time, in Michael Ariano, a guy who could really just do everything for the Cardinals. You lose him for the rest of the year, and you felt and you knew that if the Cardinals would have had Ariano, they would have liked their chances. Now, Everett will go to the line. That year, Harlingen South did not make the playoffs, and I believe Brian Molina had mentioned that he had missed the playoffs for the first time in 12 years. They went 8-6, and that, at the time, 32-6A was an 8-team district when you had both Westlacos, and it wasn't a 6-team district the way it's been this year and last year, of course, with the realignment just happening on Monday. Adams checks into the ball game. Manny Gutierrez will grab a breather. Again, 31-29. Apologize there on the score. Now it's a one-point game, 31-30. Cardinals with the lead. Harlingen South went 8-6, and I was talking with Coach Molina when the season ended, and he just said, I am a bit lost right now. I don't know what to do. I'm so used to being in the postseason. I've done it for 12 years straight. I don't know what to do. That shot from Keelan is good. Three-pointer gives the Cardinals a 4-point lead. Hawks looking to battle back. They trail by 4 with 1:50. Bennett with the ball. Out to Rodriguez. Back inside to Alex Rodriguez. That one off the glass and no good. It was just a strange deal to have the Hawks out of the playoffs. Nonetheless, a team that's coached by Brian Molina. And we looked at the rest of the district, or the districts across the valley, and we said, well, if you're in that district, you make the playoffs with an 8-6 record easily. But you're talking about a district that had Westlaco High, West Fresno's, Harlingen. Westlaco East was good that year, Harlingen South. That next free throw is good, 34-31 the score, 1:35 left in the third period. Cardinals with the lead. Quilantan directing the offense over to Castillo. Castillo bounce pass inside. Nice move from Gonzalez, and he'll go to the line. Last year the Hawks righted that wrong. They made the playoffs as a 4 seed, and again, it's a unique deal when you have 6-team district. You've seen teams over the last season and this year can go 4-6, 5-5, and make the postseason because they play 10 district games, just depending on the district you're in. Sometimes a 4-6 team can be dangerous, as odd as that may sound. The second free throw's off the mark, rebounded by Ethan Mireles. Back comes Ryan Rodriguez. Hawks trail by 3 with 1:15 left in the third quarter. Rodriguez, jumper from the elbow, off the back of the rim and no good. That ball is poked away, and diving for the ball is Quilentan, showing off some serious effort there. 1:07 left, 34-31, Cardinals with the lead. Fans, be sure to like us on Facebook, Real Sports Live. Give us a like on Instagram, also on Real Sports Live as well, and follow us on Twitter at Real Sports Live. Today we were handing out the first ever edition of the Real Sports Live magazine. We went by and dropped off some copies at Harlingen High, Harlingen South. Rudy went by the Weslacos, La Feria, I believe even Santa Rosa. So this morning, Joe and I went to a career day at Roma, at one of the elementary schools in Roma. Kind of showed the kids how the systems work. The kids enjoyed that. Again, Evie Vasquez invited us over out west. So up at 6:30 this morning. Now, I was up at 6:30, and Joe was probably up a lot earlier. He had to pick me up from Port Mansfield. I live in Edinburgh. We made the trip out west, set up the table at Real Sports Live, and handed out the RSL magazines to the kids and to the parents. Eileen Valdez here in attendance, former Lady Cardinal. That bucket is good. 3-point game. Cardinals with the lead. That pass to Mireles. Looking to make a move on Quilentan. That's hard to do. Here comes Everett. Kicks this one out to Bennett. Back out to Mireles. 23 seconds and counting in the third quarter of the Bird Bowl. Hawks trail by 3. Brian Molina gets up from his seat. He's going to direct his offense here. That jumper is no good. 5 seconds and counting. Pass to Castillo. He sees the clock. Adams with a 3 at the buzzer. Bang! Ashton Adams with a 3. 39-33. Whew. That's how the third quarter will end. Cardinals 39, Hawks 33 as we head to the fourth quarter. You're watching Real Sports Live.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Truck Techs in Harlingen is your source for lifts, wheels, and tires. Talking trucks of any size, any model, and any year. Specializing in accessories with top-of-the-line products to bring that special look to your truck in a professional way. Lifts, wheels, and tires, with financing available too. Call today or stop by Truck Techs in Harlingen.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Service have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together. Call us at 956-440-8774.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live. That bucket goes, and old momentum back in favor of the Harlingen Cardinals. They're starting to slowly pull away in this one. 41-33 the score. That blocked by Castillo. And here come the Cardinals with the nice nice move, excuse me. It's a 10-point lead. Just like that. Cardinals lead. Timeout on the floor. We're going to take a timeout up here. Cardinals lead by 10. You're watching Rio Sports Live.
Today.
Internet is more than just uploads and downloads. It's about connecting people. VTX1 Companies is here for you, bringing communities closer together. VTX1 has connected customers for almost 70 years. Our internet service spans across South Texas to some of the most remote areas. Faster wireless service is now available in Palmview, Alton, West Laco, and Pharr. Call 1-800-446-2031 or visit VTX1.net to find out more.
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. 7:10 left in this one on the Cardinals. Pulling away strong in this one. They lead by 10. Biggest lead of the night. $7:08 left in the quarter. Cardinals looking to sweep the series. Jeremiah Rivera, the sophomore, in the game. Noah Rios also in the game. That one's taken away. Hawks able to maintain possession. That's Batteru. They're not going to count that one. 6:49 left in this one. Free throw is good from Batteru. Shout out to Dave Favila, who's tuning in. (43-34). Batteru's second free throw off the mark. Cardinals with the lead, going from left to right. Mike Vasquez in. Off to Quilentan. Quilentan to Adams. This place erupted when Adams drilled that three at the buzzer to end the third quarter. Now the trap defense coming to Castillo, out to Vasquez. (43-34). There's the score. .620 left in this one. Vasquez to inbound. Going to be guarded by Mades. Mades getting his first playing time, first minutes rather, here in the Bird Bowl. Hawks going with a little bit of a different lineup here. Mades out to Mireles. Mireles' three is off the mark. Rebounded by Adams. Adams over to Gonzalez, and Castillo with the ball over to Vasquez, and the Cardinals will slow it down. Cardinals with a 4-2 district record, tied with Harlingen South coming into tonight's matchup, looking to sweep the season series. The Hawks haven't beat the Cardinals in 4 years. Prior to that, Coach Moe's squad had won 9 straight against the Cardinals. So a bit of a couple of streaks going on. And the Lady Cardinals have now won 7 straight against their crosstown rival. Castillo looking to get that easy bucket counted, and the foul. Mike Castillo. He's healthy. He's healthy and he's back, and that's scary for the rest of the district. Hand does not seem to be bothering him here tonight. So Bennett is back into the ball game. Rodriguez, Fincher, all check back in. Drake Everett in the game for the Hawks. And Devin Montemayor, who had himself a good football season for Harlingen South. He was one of 4 sophomores who started on defense for head coach Brian Ritchie's squad. Him and Levi Entz quickly made an impact on that South team that made the playoffs for a second straight year in 32-6A. Of course, got a text from Greg Yates. How could you forget about Big Red? Matthew Sessler. I still keep in touch with Sessler. He's up playing baseball for Texas A&M Kingsville. Another Javelina is Giancarlo Servin, who's an Edinburgh North product. Free throws off the mark. So Coach Yates tuning in. Shout out to him. I'm surprised he's not out here. He really missed Coach Doc Lee, and he was wearing a blazer, folks. Coach Doc Lee is the trainer for Harlingen High. It's not often you see him rock that blazer. He's definitely sporting it here. He took the blazer off. He's just wearing his polo now. I got a little warm here in the gym. 4:50 left in this one. 45-34 the score. Shout out to Ronnie Bettis as well. I needed a couple of extra papers and Mama Doc hooked it up. So shout out to her. She's down here to our left. The trainer for Harlingen South. And of course, Doc Lee over to our right. Of course, Matthew Sessler was on that team we were talking about earlier a couple of years ago, the team that went 3 deep. Talking about guys like him and René Castillo and Jeremy Vasquez and Mike Ariano. You know, last year you really saw Eric Elantan come into his own defensively, and that was one of the first things that Coach Yates mentioned to me in an interview was, you know, we have a guy like Mike Ariano who could do everything, but defensively, Eric Elantan he's what makes that defense go. And again, on Tuesday, albeit Harlingen lost the game to Los Fresnos, but Elian Gonzalez is easily one of the better athletes in the area, definitely in the district. Elantan went toe-to-toe with him and really, really made life difficult on him. That was a matchup to see. 45-34 the score. 4:19 left in this one. That pass inside to Ruben Gonzalez. Over to Keelantan. Keelantan back to Gonzalez. It's going to be an offensive foul, so Matthew Sessler's season is underway up at A&M Kingsville. I ran into him over the Christmas break. And I actually saw Mike Ariano, speaking of which, I've seen him a lot recently at the Cardinal games. I'm sure he's here somewhere, and I know I saw him Tuesday at the game against Los Fresnos. 45-34 the score, fourth quarter, 4:05 left here, and this one of Hawks looking for one more run. Do they have it in them? Trying to avoid the season sweep. Of course, this is the second game of the second half of district play. The Cardinals will have 3 more district games remaining. That's going to be a backcourt violation. Fenchner was unaware of where his foot was, and Rudy Rodriguez will check into the ball game. How the realignment will affect 32-6A is, well, we jump from a 6-team district to an 8-team district. Something, folks, I personally wanted to see, and I would have been okay with it being even a 7-team district, anything but a 6-team district. So when I saw that 32-6A grabbed 2 teams, I said, well, great, perfect. But of course, you know, it caused some concerns for some coaches trying to schedule non-district games. So a timeout on the floor. We're going to take a timeout up here. 3:40 left in this one. You are watching Real Sports Live.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits, caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel, drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Fort Mansfield, Texas.
Welcome back to Real Sports Live. We're coming to you live from Harlingen South High School. Cardinals with a lead. They lead by 9. So talking about the realignment. And we have it on the back of our tab. 31-6A, we'll have the Edinburghs, Edinburgh High, Economides, Edinburgh North, Edinburgh Vela, La Jolla, Juarez, Lincoln, Mission, PSJ North. Now the interesting thing there is, while technically there still is a 36A, it belongs to the Laredo schools now, because the old, now you can say, well, the old 36A had the McAllens and the La Jollas and Mission. Rodriguez's bucket is good. That's going to be a potential 3-point play, and one. (45-36) the score. So what's basically 36A got divided into two. Half of it went to 31-6A. 3-point play is completed from Rodriguez. 3:15 left in this one. So you got Mission High, La Jolla, Juarez, Lincoln coming over from 36A, and then over on the back end of it, you have the 3 McAllens dropping down a classification to 16-5A D1, joining Lopez, Pace, Porter veterans, Brownsville veterans, that is, Donna, Palmview, the 3 McAllens, and then the biggie is Westlaco East. They just ho-hum went 3 deep once again under Mike Burgett, and that, to me, that's what stood out. Guillenton at the line. Cardinals lead by 8. Free throw, no good. Adams with the rebound. Kicks this one out to Gonzalez. So that was the interesting thing for me. The biggest takeaway was 16-5A D1. Got a 10-team district. Got a 10-team district with Westlaco East in it. That's going to be, you know, see, McAllen Memorial and Westlaco East have already played each other traditionally over these last couple of years in non-district play. So obviously that non-district, well, I believe you're only going to have one non-district game with a 10-team district. So pick and choose wisely on who you'll want to play. The good things when we were talking with Coach Gilbert Leal was that the Brownsvilles get to stay together. And then, of course, Hanna and Rivera will stick in 32-6A. They're just welcoming in Donna North and Westlaco. And another quick bucket, and all of a sudden, folks, the Hawks are only down by 5 with 2:56 left in this one. We'll stay on the air here and continue to talk about the realignment. It's timeout on the floor. You look at it and you see a team like Westlaco East, a team that likes to run the ball. A team like McAllen Memorial traditionally loves to run the ball. Brownsville Pace with Dylan Baron, rushed for over 1,000 yards. They like to run the ball. He graduated, but they do return Jose Banda, who's a senior. Lopez had a down year, but they did have a lot of youth. Brownsville Porter, coached by Carlos Uresti. He's going to have Kevin Garcia back at quarterback. He'll be a senior this year. They'll have some pieces back in play. And Brownsville veterans, David Cantu always has his troops ready to go. La Jolla Palmview, a team that was able to make some noise last year. McAllen High, under first-year head coach Patrick Shelby. He implemented a new system and trying to turn that culture around. McAllen Memorial, the big question mark. You lose Campbell Spates. Who's going to take over the reins? And for the first time in 8 years, you don't have a Spates in the backfield. You had Trevor Spates, who's the all-time leading rusher in the Valley. Campbell actually signed earlier this week to Navy. And you have Bobby Flores and McAllen Rowe and the things they did. And It was a good thing for Coach Flores to make the playoffs. That program definitely turning the corner as well. And then you have Weslaco East, who's really become one of the premier football programs in the Valley when you talk about playoff runs. Full court pass to Quilentan. The layup misses the layup, and all of a sudden the Hawks have the ball, pushing it from right to left. Everett out to Rodriguez. Hawks looking to make a run. Basket's good. 3-point game. Rudy Rodriguez with a bucket, and all of a sudden the Hawks faithful starting to find their groove, as is their boys in white. Crowd starting to get into it, chanting defense. 2:26. Hawks coming right back. Castillo, pass inside, hands it off, and it's a turnover. Here comes the Hawks back on the other end. Mares with the ball, drives in, basket up. Looks like he's gonna go to the line. This place was ready to erupt. I'll tell you what, Rudy, buckle up. It's gonna be a good one. 2 big free throws coming from Gabriel Mares. It's a 3-point game. Of course, I agree with Coach Yates. It's always been an 8-team district. I like it that way. I just did not agree with the 6-team district. I just did not like it. And then you get into certain sports where it's Alexis Cotto's dad's gonna clean the floor here. He's gonna take it upon himself. He's moonwalking. I'm not sure if Cotto knew that we caught that, but we're gonna save that highlight for later. That's Alexis Cotto's dad, Mr. Cotto down there. Free throw's good. We'll have to see if we can go back and get that highlight. Yeah, no, I like the 8-team district. Weslaco belongs in 32-6A. Second free throw's off the mark, rebounded by Mike Vasquez. We can go on all day talking about the realignment. 2:06 left in this one. Crowd coming back to life. 2 minutes to go. 2-point game, Bird Bowl, here we go. Vasquez with the ball. An official timeout. And they're going to want to clean this again. The official's asking for a towel, so here comes Brian Molina. He says, I got it. Again, Molina doing some house duty here. Not the first time he does come out, but Donna North joins the district, and if speaking of basketball, it's going to be a lot of fun having Weslaco and Harlingen face off. Of course, you're going to have the Griselda Fino versus Ashley Monsivais matchup. Those are always fun whenever you get Weslaco and Harlingen playing. 1:53 left. Cardinals with the ball. They lead by 2. Back to the action here. Ruben Gonzalez with the ball. Out to Quilentan, to Castillo. Inside to Vasquez. Bucket no good. Rebounded by Rudy Rodriguez. And here come the Hawks on the other end, right to left. That ball is passed up. 1:35. Driving to the lane is Gabriel Mares. He'll go to the line. (45-43). Mares with an opportunity to tie it, makes the first free throw. This was a 10-point game. The Hawks come all the way back. They trail by 1 with 1:33. About midway through the fourth quarter, we were looking to see if the Hawks had one more run in them, and just like that, we're tied. 45-45, $1:32 to go. Vasquez with the ball, the layup, good! 47-45, back and forth we go. Rodriguez with the ball. Hop step, basket's up, fouled on his way to the line. Adams guilty of the foul. (47-45). We got a dandy here at Harlingen South. The free throw from Rodriguez is good. Back to a 1-point game. And that free throw's off the mark. Rodriguez made one of two. Cardinals with a 1-point lead with 1:12 left in this one. Coach Rangel to my right, the head baseball coach for the Cardinals. He's out here in attendance. Castillo to the line. Crowd starting to make some noise. First free throw's good. 2-point game. Brady Bennett checks into the game. Devin Montemayor will catch a breather. Jordan Crenshaw. Crenshaw will come in. Adams will take a seat. Crenshaw will line up between both Bennett and Rodriguez. Castillo at the line with a shot to make it a 3-point game. Free throw's good. Clutch from Castillo. 3-point game. 1:09 left. Rodriguez with the ball. Spin move inside. Basket off the top. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up. Oh, so close to a potential 3-point play. Now again, Rodriguez will have an opportunity to go to the line. Cardinals lead by 3. .103 left in this one, and it's going to be a wild ending, so hang tight, folks. 49-46, 1:03 left. So Crenshaw will get a handshake from Brian Molina. He'll come out. Ruben Gonzalez comes into the game. Vasquez, Quilentan, and Leonel Gutierrez in the game for the Cardinals. Castillo will be on the back end. He'll be guarded by Rodriguez. First free throw's good. Rudy's fired up. He's to my left. He loves this. Montemayor checks back into the game. Bennett will check out. Gabriel Mares in the game along with Everett. Second free throw off the mark, and it'll stay a 2-point game. And the ball will belong to the Cardinals. 49-47, 1:02 left. So this game is going to come down to the old charity stripe. Eric Quilentan at the free throw line. Makes his first free throw. So 50-47 Cardinal lead. It's a big free throw here to make it a 2-possession game. Quilentan makes the second. Big free throws there from the Cardinals. It's a 2-possession game. 51-47. The lead is 4. Under a minute to go. Rodriguez with the ball. Hawks looking to set up the offense. Rodriguez driving in. Nice move off the glass. 2-point game. 41 seconds left in this one. Quick timeout on the floor. We're going to take a timeout up here. Hang on, folks. We got a good one. You're watching Rio Sports Live.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
Sherryland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become.
Welcome back to Rio Sports Live. Kevin Aro on the call alongside Rudy Zamaripa in front of a packed house at Harlingen South, the Bird Bowl. Second and final meeting of the 2020 season. 51-49 your score. Cardinals with the lead, looking to keep pace in the district race, looking to sweep their crosstown rivals. Castillo with the ball. 33 seconds and counting. Quilentan. There's a trap defense, and he'll fall to the ground, and he'll get up gingerly, but he seems to be okay. Bennett getting ready to check in this game. This game is far from over. We've seen both teams exchange punches. South made that furious comeback. They trailed by as many as 10. I believe it. Coach Yates, we needed you here. He said, couldn't find parking. I said, I believe it. I can bet that the parking lot is full. I've seen that before. I think last year's Bird Bowl, I didn't even park inside the parking lot. I didn't park inside the parking lot. I parked about down the street on the corner of Dixieland, down that way. I know it was a bit of a walk. Quilentan will go to the line. Fetchner will get ready to check back into this ball game. 51-49 the score. Quilentan's free throw is good, and the Cardinals are making their free throws when it counts. On the road in a hostile environment. Creeder is directing his defense. 52-49. That free throw is no good. And it remains a three-point game. 27 seconds left. Rodriguez with the ball. That's going to be a turnover, Rodriguez. There was no one home, and Rodriguez just threw it away. Crucial turnover late with 24 seconds. Cardinals lead is 3. Oh, that's tough. That's tough, and that's a deflating turnover if you're a Harlingen South fan. You had the ball with 26 seconds left. You were down by 3. So now the Hawks are going to have to rely on the Cardinals missing free throws, but they haven't done so yet. That free throw makes it a 2-possession game. It's a 4-point Cardinal lead, 20 seconds left in the game. Leonel Gutierrez nails both free throws, and how clutch have the Cardinals been from the charity stripe. And another turnover late. The last 2 possessions have been disastrous for Harlingen South. They climbed right back in it. They were down by 3. Back-to-back turnovers have stymied the offense. 54-49 the score, and the student section cannot believe what they're seeing. That free throw is good. 55-49. Free throw's good. 56-49, 14 seconds left. Everett's gonna stop and put up a three. That one's good. 9 seconds left. Hawks will not go away quietly. 4-point game, 9 seconds left in this one. And again, I think if you're a coach, you look back and just all the free throws that Harlingen has made, how crucial they were down the stretch. If the Cardinals are able to walk away with this one, the free throw line is what made the difference down the stretch. And if you're Harlingen South, you had 2 opportunities late and just unfortunate set of turnovers there for Brian Molina's squad. But looking at the big picture, you drop this game, you go to 4-3. You're still well alive in the playoff race. Let's be honest, it's Los Fresnos who's ahead of the pack. They're unbeaten. Will most likely go unbeaten in district play. They've already swept Harlingen. They still have to play Harlingen South one more time. So it's Fresno's, then you'll look at Harlingen as the 2 seed. Then you go down the line there, and we'll talk South, Hannah, and maybe San Benito, who's still technically, they're mathematically still alive in the playoff race. They have not been eliminated just yet. 5 seconds left. And Quilentan will go to the line. Free throw is good, 57-42. Rudy and I are trying to figure out who's going to be the player of the game. I thought Aaron Quilentan played a heck of a game. 57-52, that shot's up and out of bounds, and 0.8 seconds left. And that will do it. 57-52, the Cardinals sweep the Bird Bowl. And they are in second place in District 32 6A, 57-52, the final score. And it's a Big Red sweep here at Harlingen South High School. The Lady Cardinals win District 32 6A in the first game, and then the Cardinals wrap it up with a 57-52 win. Want to thank everyone for joining us. Kevin Aro, Rudy Zamaripa, we're saying so long and good night.